Hey everyone, Kevin Muldoon here. I have another case for you to review for the Google Nexus 6P. This case comes from a company called Snugg. They kindly sent me this case for review, and you can check them out at thesnugg.co.uk or thesnugg.com in the USA. So kudos to them for sending me this for review. If you check their website, you'll see that they do cases for smartwatches, for smartphones, for tablets, for laptops, and a range of other items. Looks like quite a good case from the pictures that I've seen so far. It retails at £15.99 in the UK and $15.99 in the USA. So look at the back, you can see this is a Folio style case, and this is similar to the Folio style cases that I reviewed before that opens up like so. So in the back of the box it does say that it has internal card holder slots, a magnetic tab closure, and it folds into viewing angle. So let's see what this is all about. So the first thing I would notice is it's actually the smell. You can smell the leather when it comes out the case. So when you hold out like that, there's the Snugg logo at the top right hand side. On the back you have the holes for the fingerprint sensor and the camera, etc. And there is no enclosure, there's no casing at the top or the bottom here. Now this is different to the other cases that I reviewed previously, that the bumper style case protected the top and the bottom and just had holes cut out for the USB port and the headphone jack. So you have a lifetime guarantee here, and it's got case features that is magnetic closure, card slots, hidden pocket, built-in stand, and quality materials. We have the famous silica gel, and we have some foam. So this is a very similar design to the other Folio cases that I've looked at. The main difference being here is this little magnetic clip over the top. Seems like it's got a nice action. So time to put my Nexus 6P in. So yeah, it's there. It's yeah, it feels good. So it's got cutouts here for the power and the volume. And kind of similar problem I raised in my previous videos about the other Folio style cases is that when you touch the power and the volume buttons, your thumb does kind of touch the leather at the side, outside of the bumper casing. But in this one, in the power button, it's not too much. There's not much of a lip here. Not much of a lip, but because of this strap, your thumb does kind of bump into here. Again, as I've said a few times in my previous videos, it's not a major issue. Now you do have card slots here. It's 1, 2, 3 card slots, and there is a slot there for your notes. So, like most Folio style cases, you can fold it up if you want to watch some YouTube videos, and I believe this one, yep, this one folds over like that as well, which I quite like that. I don't think I showed that in the previous videos. I didn't show that you could do that with the other cases, but it is something that you can do. But I think you can see here, like this one, the Book Vintage doesn't seem to do it. It just flips over, so it doesn't work like that. It does with the wallet clip from GMYLE. That one seems to be okay, but this one just seems a little bit. It seems like it's designed for this. You know, it seems the actual leather is thinner. I'm not sure if that's coming across there, but the leather is actually thinner. So it means for a kind of lighter case than the other ones that I've looked at so far. So I'll just do my standard tests just to check that everything's okay. There will obviously be no problems with the USB port because there's nothing stopping it. Yep, it's charging, which you would expect because there's absolutely nothing stopping you from putting the cable in. And fingerprint sensor. That's okay. Try again. It's okay. My other finger. Okay. Yeah, fine. Fingerprint sensor, the cutout is fine, so there's no problem there. So, my first impression of this would be that it's a very nice case. I like the way that this folds over quite easily. And feels good in the hand. Feels like a quality phone, a quality phone cover. You know, the material does feel good. The leather doesn't seem as thick as you would get from, you know, a case like this from the Book Vintage. But this, in my opinion, I think in hindsight, the leather in this is just a little bit too thick. I don't really need my case to be that thick, especially when you have a bumper cover in the heart of the case to protect everything. Now, as far as protection goes, you've got the bumper cover in the middle, but you don't have any protection here at the top and the bottom. So if you dropped it, there is a slight chance that you could damage the top part or the bottom part of your phone, and the lip isn't too big there. So I would have preferred if the bumper went all the way around, just to give you that little bit extra protection, so that if it did drop, you know, if it dropped in the top of the bottom of the phone, then you're covered, you know. And the only holes I like to see really are for the headphone jack and the USB port. But I like the thinness of this phone. I like the way it feels in the hand. It's not too slippy. And yeah, overall, I like it. It's a nice case. Now, in my previous video, I did say that I really like this wallet case, and it has a similar kind of closing action. The Snugg here has, you know, it folds the same way. It closes over flush, and then this just secures it here with a magnetic clip. You can see the magnetic button there, and there's a magnetic button here in the fastener. So that just goes over and it folds up. It's difficult to can really say which one is better out of the two of these. It's really down to which design you like, because I think they both have a very, very similar structure. You know, they're both black leather. They both have a kind of clip. The case kind of folds over and seals in with the magnetic clip in the fastener. They both have card slots. The Snugg has an extra card slot, and it also has, I would say the leather is a tiny bit smaller than this one, not by a huge margin. And if you put these side by side, you can see that they're practically identical in pretty much every dimension. They're practically identical, and to be honest, there isn't really much between them. So, I mean, I have talked about this in my last few videos about the fact that I have predominantly used bumper cases over the last 10 years. So I've been trying to use these Folio style cases over the last few days just to give me a good understanding what it's like to use these again, because it's been a long time since I've used them. So I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to use this for a few days, see what I think about it, and see the power button there. See the volume. So yeah, I'm going to use it for a few days. I'm going to see how we got on with it, and I'm going to do some more reviews, and then I'll do a comparison video in the end to do a comparison of all the cases that I've tested, and then I'll give you my thoughts on them all. But thanks again to the Snugg. Do check them out at thesnugg.co.uk and thesnugg.com. I do appreciate when companies send things out for me to review, because it does keep my costs down. And it's a lovely case, $15.99 in the USA and £15.99 in the UK. It's pretty cheap for a leather case. Yeah, and it's a nice design. So if you're looking for a Folio style case, I would check this one out, and I'll place all the information that you need down in the description area below. Thanks again for watching. If you get any questions, please do leave a question below, and if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking or subscribing. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching.